guys, welcome back to the official Death Mark podcast. We call it Death Mark because this podcast is marked for death. The shit we're gonna say. Today we have an amazing show. I'm gonna fill you in about the last podcast, the fake friend. That's gonna be interesting. We're gonna talk about the PS4, PS5, that power trip they're doing. Makes no sense. We'll get into that, but before we do, I'm your host. You can call me Cap. You can call me Montana. That's my name. But before we get into any of that, let's do plugs. Twitch and YouTube, Caprath. Instagram, the Caprath. As of right now, the podcast is only uploaded onto YouTube. So we're still figuring out the getting it up on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, all that. We're looking into that, and that will happen. It will happen. But as of right now, so if you guys missed it, pretty much my friend at the time, I won't go over it too much because we talked about it last time. My friend pretty much blocked my vacation dates while mine was up there before. And he's in the company longer, so he gets to choose first in all fairness. But that's not the problem. I put mine up as soon as they came out, just to show people like I want that date. And this guy, he put his vacation dates. He blocked 2 of my weeks. Probably like two days before the vacation goes down. Now, is he mad at me? Probably. Is he gonna tell me that he's mad at me? No. He's petty. And I'm not playing that game. So that's how he wants to be. Let him be. I move my vacation dates around. No big deal. But he knows that fucking pissed me off. Because whether he wants to admit it or not, that was a direct attack at me. For what? I have no idea. And so, our next shift together, let's just say it was a quiet shift. Never been so quiet in my life. So we go in, not a word. I'm like, fine, that's how he wants to be with that. Let him. No skin off my back. I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking sit in silence for 8 hours. I don't care. And so, but you know, I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna. Maybe I should fucking confront him about it. But I'm gonna let him make the first move. If he wants to say something, I'll hear him out, but I'm not gonna bring it up. So we go into work. He's in one corner, doesn't say anything. So I say, okay, fine. That's how he wants to be. I'm not gonna say anything either. I ask him politely, I'm like, do you want some water? And I give him his water. I get him another battery for our radios, which I don't have to do. I could just be like, fuck you, you go get your own fucking battery. But no, I'm keeping the peace, keeping it calm. But what I find out, too, from another colleague, that he's talking to another coworker. And he's trying to turn that guy against me. And so I'm like, okay, what is he saying to him? He's telling him, I'm sick and tired of doing him favors because I take the second break in the second half of the shift. I'm like, okay, does he not realize that I always go 1-to-1 with him? He likes the second break, I like the second break too. I'm more than fair. I let him go, the other guy, not the one who fucking backstabbed me. I let the freaking guy take the second break. I always rotate, I keep it fair. but he's friends. He knows the guy outside of work, the one that backstabbed me, and he's been talking to him. And he's like, I'm tired of giving him favors. I'm like, oh, that's how he wants to be? Okay, that's fine. And so I find that out. I was supposed to have another shift with the guy who's doing me favors, apparently. But he called in sick. That's on him. I'm happy that he called in sick. I didn't want to really deal with him. So we have that going. That's fine. And if you guys knew me, I'm a fucking easygoing guy. I'm always fair. Like 1-in-1. I'm very passive. I let a lot of shit go. So yeah, so going back to our shift that night. I'm like, I am not staying with this guy the entire night. So I just go off, I do my own thing, come back, send him on his break. I'll relieve him on his break, no problem. So the guy takes his break, and I was scared that he was gonna just stay in the back and just not do anything, like just take his break in the back. But he takes off. He goes on his break. He actually leaves. So I'm more than happy. And he comes back after his break, and I just kept my back to him. I kept just on the chair forward. That's it. No conversation, nothing. I don't have anything to say, and that's a good trick. If you don't like somebody, keep your back to them. You don't want to talk to them? Don't fucking talk to them. Oh, and also I should mention, recording this on my phone, there's a microphone coming. It's on its way. So the audio quality at least, will improve. So just bear with me on that for now. Yeah, so the podcast might end at random. What I read is when you're recording on your phone, it gets too hot and then it doesn't auto shut off. So that's where we are. I'm going to probably record soon on the computer once I set everything up. Gotta buy a camera. Just the basics, pretty much. But as of right now, it's a mystery. It could shut off right now. It could shut off in 10 minutes from now. It's the excitement of it, right? So I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, so the morning of, the guy comes in to replace us, and the guy's like, yeah, one guy can take off. And I just left. I'm like, I'm not asking him. I'll be fair. Next shift, I'll let him leave first. That's fine. But I'm not going to say bye and pretend like everything's okay. No. I'm going to do the bare minimum. I'll be nice to him. I'll keep it professional, this and that, the bullshit. But going out of my way to try and be his friend, that's over. You burn that bridge. And he also has the other colleague, which I got along with as well, but because he knew him outside of work, obviously they're closer friends, and I have no skin off my back. Look, the thing about me is the only person I need is my wife. That's all I hang out with. That's just who I am. And I don't know if he takes that personal, because I don't want to hang out with him outside of work. But that's on him. I told him, I'm busy. I have my family. I have more responsibility. I have my priorities, and I'm not going to compromise that. Sure, there's time for friends, there's time for this, but me, I like to be home. That's just who I am. I've always been like that. Even throughout high school, no friends. My best friend was my cousin who lived next door. And honestly, maybe for some people they don't comprehend that. Maybe they need friends, they need people around them, but that was never my case. Yeah, so pretty much that's where we are. I'm having another shift with him soon. If you guys want an update on that, if you guys want me to confront him and tell him like that was fucking bullshit, leave a comment. Tell me to do it. I'll do it. I'll do it to let you guys know what's going on. Yeah. So his friend, oh god, it's like he's doing me a favor. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Like we're always one for one. I'm always letting him like go because I know he likes it. I'm like, take the second break. I don't care. He comes back. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Honestly, like, oh, someone just got a speeding ticket from the flash radar. It's nice. Oh, you guys saw that live. Yeah, so sorry. That is interesting. Someone triggered the speed rate. I love seeing that, but it stresses me out when I drive past one. You're like, oh god, it's so stressful. Like I go like 10 under when I see a speed trap. Like I know like you go the limit, you're fine, but I don't know what speed it triggers. Say like the speed limit's 50, right? You go 51, 52, 55. Like what triggers it? I don't know. That just gives me anxiety. So I always like go 10 under, and it pisses people off, and they drive around me, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? But lately I've been trying to go on the dot. Like I'll be at 50, maybe like 48, 49. Because I know like I'm overreacting and people just get pissed. Yeah, so I'm not gonna have to deal with his friend anymore because he's moving to like another position. But honestly, man, I don't know why everybody's after me, why they're attacking me. Because I don't want to be your like outside of work. I have things to do. And you take that personally, well, that's on you. I'm not going to be your freaking pet where I drop everything in my life to go hang out with you. I have more important things. And that's that. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if you want. Also, I wanted to talk about the PS5. Because I made a video back with my wife who agreed if I got, I believe, 40 subs on YouTube that I can get a PS5. And trust me, I've been looking like almost every week since. I can't even put my name on a waiting list because they said they're still like sold out. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep waiting. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, do I just frick the first version and wait until like they come out with PS5 Pro or whatever? That's what I'm honestly thinking I'm about to do, because it's impossible to get one. And let them figure out the bugs, let them add more memory, add more storage, and I'll get the better one. But I think I'll get the digital because I don't really own hard copies anymore. All the sales are online anyways. And as for the PS4, what the okay, I don't know if this is happening to anybody else, but I went through several controllers where when I aim, my right analog, it just drifts up. Where like when I'm like in a, like I play Siege a lot, right? So when I'm playing Siege and I'm aiming down my sight, my guy will just randomly like aim up. It'll drift upwards. And now like I've been like adjusting to it and like, but it's gone so bad now when I press it, he looks directly up. Like there's no coming back from it. There's no saving it. And jeez. So yeah, like, I don't know, is there an issue that you can fix it? I went through so many freaking controllers that I'm not gonna buy another controller, but I also can't play my game with that controller anymore. Have you guys had that problem? Is there a cure for it? Frick, do I just have to hit it real hard? I just want to freaking throw it through the screen. It's so annoying. Like, you see on, like, it just makes it look like I have freaking bad aiming. So that's my freaking problem with the PS4. The controllers are ass. They literally break within months. And then what, you spend $80 for a new one? Fuck that. Fuck that shit. And the PS5 is sold out. But my mother, get this, my mom, who's not a gamer, never really played any games, manages to get a PS5 for herself, for her birthday, granted. And I'm like, where are you getting these PS5s? My brother has one. He says it's amazing. My mom now has one, which I'm like, just give it to me. Like, come on, I'm your son. I didn't ask to be born. To be honest, I just want it for Siege and for better graphics, PS5. But yeah, no, there's a lot of cool games that are coming out. And to be fair, I kind of bought a Switch not too long ago, just because I was bored waiting for the PS5, and I like it that it's on the go. That's always fun. But yeah, I'm looking at my stores. I'm like Walmart, Best Buy, all the sites. You can't even put yourself on a waiting list. They're so backed up. What kind of power move is that, where they just don't have a mass production? They have like, here's 600. You know what? Like, everybody else like fight to the death for it. Yeah, I get it. There's scalpers that like buy up some shit, but you gotta realize, like, there's people wanting to buy that. You think they would make like a lot more, right? And I don't know if this is true or not. I heard that like they sell their consoles, which I don't know. Why would you make something? Okay, so they sell their consoles at a loss, pretty much, is what I was told. And they make up for it with exclusives like games and shit. But I mean, what? Like, I get it, like, to lower the cost for more people to buy the product, to buy more games from them, to kind of counterbalance. But I mean, how much of a loss, if that's true? How much of a loss would that be? I don't know. I'm on the fence about that, but I still think that they should make like a lot more, right? Are they like on a back order of like a chip or something? Like, I just can't wrap my head around it. Like, the PS5 was announced, what, like, feels like a year ago, right? No, am I overreacting? Months maybe? And you still can't find one. I don't know. So now I'm at the point where I'm like, I want one, because I got my wife to say yes to it. And I'm with, I need my wife's approval. No, well, get this. Me and my wife, we're like responsibilities, right? And am I just gonna go out and buy some random shit while we're like saving up, right? No, like, obviously I'm gonna like be like, is it okay? I'm not a dickhead who doesn't think, right? Like, hold on. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I mean, now I'm just like waiting, right? You're just, one day you're gonna get lucky. It's like, come on. I'm over it. Honestly, I'm over trying to like get a PS5. Like, I don't know, is the new Xbox like on back order the same, or like is it just PS5? I would love to get a PC, But trust me, I would want like the most top of the line, like the best GPU, the best like RAM, like all the best. But the thing is, it's expensive as fuck. I don't know how to build a PC. Sure, I can hire someone, but look like less of a man. No thanks. I'd rather just like put all the pieces on, not even in a case, just on the floor or something, and just connect the wires. Just press the start button, and then go to another man and be like, "Can you build this for me?" Make me look like a bitch. No, but in all seriousness, no, PCs are freaking expensive, and then they get out of date, right? Like, games keep evolving, the better graphics, the better this, the better that. Your whatever graphics card is out of date. And yeah, I mean, it's maintenance, obviously. You gotta keep upgrading it, and I don't have the time to keep investing like that. Like right now, I'm barely like playing as is because I have more things to do. Man, just thinking about back in the day when all I used to do is just game. Little did I know that I was okay, I'm on time. That was the golden years. See, when you don't have friends, high school, you always have games. And I was never the one to always like have a mic. I never talked in lobbies, and I still don't. It's so toxic, and I don't have that time, you know. What I do want to mention though is I will be streaming back on Twitch very shortly of the game Blair Witch, which is a scary game. I saw some clips. I saw like the trailer for it, right? It looks freaking dope. And if you don't know, I do not do well in scary games. I freaking panic. There's something about the games where like the shit's happening. Like for example, I played The Evil Within, right? Shit's going off. I'm being chased with a guy with a chainsaw, and I have to deal with it. I have to open a freaking door. I'm being chased by a bunch of like, I guess like zombies or whatever the hell they are, plus the chainsaw guy who's like the boss, and I have to open up a door. I can't just sit back, watch the like somebody else do it. It's me. I'm like, oh god. I panic. I die a lot. I edit a lot to make myself look better. They say I'm like the #1 on Twitch. Don't believe me? Ask my dog. He knows. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I will be streaming on, I'll try for, I have to bring out all my streaming equipment. I stream on PS4, I have a green screen, take out the camera, my microphone, either Sunday or Monday. I will, follow me on Instagram and I'll tell you when I go live. That, honestly, on Instagram, when you want to know when I'm streaming, I always tell you on Instagram. That's like the best, my communication. I don't have, well, I have Twitter, but I never freaking use it. Yeah, so I think you guys should join me on that adventure. If you know the game, you know what scary parts there is. I literally have no idea what I'm getting myself into. And I think it's a great way to stay in shape. And as of, I can't believe we made it this far, because last time I did the podcast filming, my first one, it just cut off. I think the camera got too warm and it didn't auto shut off or whatever. I gotta get better at this. But I'm telling you, it is going to be better quality, I have a microphone that I have to put in my dongle. It's like a jack, like a 3mm jack microphone. That's freaking dope. Yeah, so it's like a lav. Like, so I just clip it on, and I hope it just, well, obviously it's better audio, but I hope it's like, just picks up my voice and not the outside, because I hear the outside in the back, and I'm like, is this even, my biggest thing is like, is this even a podcast? Because it's not on iTunes, it's not on Spotify, Google, whatever, the Play Store, Stitcher, you know, it's not on all that. I'm all like, I have to pay a service, like, and they're charging like so many megabytes per month. I'm like, I don't know how much megabytes I'm using. I'm like, but I have to pay them to get an RRS feed. Is that right? Yeah. And then I guess I can do it through them, and then it's on. But I'm like, do I just wait until you guys like think it's good enough quality to put on the podcasts wherever you get your podcasts? I think I should wait. That's me. But if you guys think that I should just put it on and see how it goes, or maybe like I'll get more listeners through that, let me know. I could always use tech tips, any help whatsoever, honestly, to be fair. But as of right now, I think that's the end of episode 2. We made a full episode. I'm happy it didn't cut off, because I had a lot to say. Come on, like, I don't know, I just had some shit to say. So let me know if you want me to just straight up confront this guy. Maybe you want me to put him on the podcast and we hash it out together. That could be fun. I mean, I don't hate the guy, because I considered him my friend. But a friend wouldn't also be a dick and, you know, like, block my vacation personally when he's, like, if he had dates, if he wanted those weeks off, he could have just came to me and like, look, I'm sorry, I have something on those dates I want to take off. He could come to me, tell me that, like, yeah, I want those dates off, and he'll get it, obviously, and that's fine. I'd be like, yeah, okay, no problem. But at least you came to me and talked to me. What he did, I was by the vacation sheets, just marked it off and left, and I didn't check it. Next day, find out he blocked me. So that's like, am I overreacting? Let me know. But it pissed me off. I'm gonna be honest, it pissed me off. And the fact that he's trying to turn other people against me, when I'm completely like fair. I'm always like one for one. I'm like very easygoing person. But I will say I am very spiteful. I hold a grudge. You cross me, I will remember it. And I'll tell you other grudges I still keep going on maybe the next podcast. I'll friggin' tell you all the grudges I have. Not that, I mean, they're important or whatever. They don't take up a lot of time in my life. I honestly just don't think about it. But I don't freaking hang out with those people anymore either. Because how can you trust somebody who does that to you? Would you? Would you forgive and forget? Yeah, forgive, but never forget. That's my big thing. I'm also petty. I'll be honest. I'll be petty right back. Anyways, I'm just rambling on at this point. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know the audio wasn't 100%, but there's a mic. The audio is going to improve. Things are going to get to normal. And even with the mic, if it's not good enough, I'll just move it into a stationary, quiet place, like God, I'm so dumb. A room. I can't remember a room. So stay tuned. Thank you all for listening. It's been fun, just venting, ranting, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you follow me on Twitch, on Instagram, because I post mostly of my dog. I'm starting to do reels, not good ones, just stupid, funny ones I like. And that's okay. Now I'm just repeating myself, so I'm gonna go. Later, nerds.